I'm live.
Oh, hi.
No, no one's here yet.
Oh,
Because, you know, they're...
but that's what I did.
No, I know. I seen it. One like. No one's here yet, I guess. Oh, 3 people's here. Nah, I gotta rotate the light because it's dark in here. Who left this peanut right here?
Fair. You're right. No peanut stands a chance.
All of the light, all of the
That
light.
shit is.
Don't try to push over, Quee Dizzle. Peace, Moors. Thank y'all for supporting. We really appreciate it. All the Moors.
No, like.
Y'all want to say peace?
Please.
Yeah, just so y'all can hear it.
The love is really felt. Like.
Yeah. Huh? I don't know. They're probably blocking it.
No, just give it a minute. Just give it a minute.
There's 27 people here.
Well,
can't.
He's on Instagram.
I can't. No, I'm on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're here. You're here. Don't mind him.
I'm on YouTube.
He was on YouTube right here.
I was on the book.
Oh, yeah? You know how Facebook got deleted like 17,000 times? Let me show y'all the door. So,
Is he down there? So we're just focusing on the door.
what you mean? Robbers trying to rob us. Just so y'all know, in the Quran, it says, men are to protect women. So, when I was upstairs and my wife said, Jamal, there's a crackhead at the door trying to break in, this is what she was talking about. Which, that sign says, if you try to come into my house without a warrant, you will be shot. Which is why they had to do what they did. But the Quran says, you know, as a man, it's your duty to protect your woman. So that's what I was doing. When my wife said, Jamal, there's crackheads at the door trying to break in, I ran downstairs. And there was these men dressed in civilian clothes. And we basically said, what are you doing here? And they said, we have a warrant. So we kept saying, let us see the warrant, let's see the warrant. Then they took a piece of paper, and as you can tell, we have a glass screen in front of our door. They took a piece of paper and went like this, and then went like that. You had enough time to see the warrant. I said, no, I have to verify this warrant. I have to make sure it's signed by a judge, things like that. I didn't see any wet ink signatures on it at all. And when we asked for the warrant, one of the guys ran across the street and got a folder of papers, and then he pressed the paper to the window briefly and then pulled it away. So these people had no intentions on notifying us that they were police. There were no police cars outside. They were dressed in civilian clothes, and they sent a crackhead or someone who looked like a crackhead at the door first to try to do whatever that they were trying to do. Then my wife was recording them as they were, what's that thing called, that hammer?
The batter.
Yeah, the battering ram. As they were battering ramming, battering ramming the door, we kept saying, where's the warrant? Where's the warrant? And we were recording that. And then once they broke into my house, I said, get out of my house without a warrant. And I positioned myself like this to stop them. That's why I got cuts like that. So I positioned myself to stop them from coming into my house without a warrant. And then immediately one of the Europeans just slammed me to the ground. And then that's kind of basically all I remember. Then when I stood up in cuffs, everyone else was already in cuffs. And then we had to wait probably like 5 minutes for Rhode Island State Troopers to pull up because there were no marked cars around at all. Then
They took an Uber here.
that was basically it. They put us in. They Ubered and Lyft, Uber Eats. Then they took us to the barracks. I went before the magistrate, and when they let us stay overnight, when they Airbnb'd us the room. Yeah, the crappy accommodations. I was in a room. I had to lay on a bed with someone else's blood in it, and on blankets with women's hair all over it. So it was very unsanitary. I ended up licking a piece of toilet paper and putting it towards the camera because they have no right to record me. Then the guys came in and said, you know, if you keep doing that, that's going to be another charge. I'm like, well, you're recording me without my permission, so. But anyway, the guys were like, I was like, I don't even know why I'm here. You never said I was under arrest. Never said I was under arrest. You never read me my Miranda rights, nothing like that. And then the guy was like, oh, we already know who you are. We got pictures of you. And I was saying, you know, so if you know who I am, what's my name? And he didn't say anything. Then the next morning, well, this morning, I went before the magistrate. One of the troopers. Huh? No, he wasn't a judge. One of the troopers or whatever he was started speaking, and then they said they identified me as something else. I was like, objection. Actually, I don't think I said objection. I said, that's a lie, because they never asked me my name. I didn't have ID on me. I was in my pajamas. Literally, I had no shoes on the whole time until I got to prison. Then they gave me some shoes that didn't fit. I said, objection. How did he get how did he get any of this information? I didn't give him my name or nothing like that. Then he was like, well, we ran it through a database. And I said, well, ran what through a database? Because you don't even have my name. You never asked me my name. I never gave you my name. And then the magistrate was like, well, they ran it through a database. And I was like, how did they run anything through a database when they don't have my name? Then he said, well, they have a picture that looks like you. I was like, that's not me. Then he got mad and said, get him out of here. Brought me back down to the basement. Then I waited there for like 2 hours or whatever, an hour, I don't remember. Then as I was being brought back up to the elevator, one of the European troopers was like, where's your fez? I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't have a fez on. He was like, you're a Moor, right? I was like, yeah. Then he said, oh, I know about Ali. I was like, oh, you know about Drew Ali? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh, so you like to read? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, do you like to read? He was like, yes, I studied the Moors, and I asked him if he knew about the Renaissance. He was like Renaissance men? I was like, no, like early 1300s, European Black Plague, didn't know how to bathe and shit like that. Then I was like, yeah, you should read the Quran. He was like, well, you know, I'm Christian, so I'm not going to read that. I was like, well, you read about the Moors. Then went back in front of the so-called judge. They never read me any charges. The European was like, how does March 30th work for you? I said, it doesn't work. I have a religious summit to go to.
20.
Oh, yeah, the 20th. That's the thing in Delaware. And he was like, well, since you said you're not going to come, you know, bail's 20,000, I said, I never said I wasn't going to come. I said, I can't make that date. Then he basically didn't want me to say anything. They just, you know, put me through the process, said bail was 20,000. Then they said I had to go to the Rhode Island barracks to get fingerprints done, yet they sent me to prison. And the magistrate said, you're innocent until proven guilty, so why'd you send me to prison? Then he said, you know, do you want to talk to consul? I said, I don't want to talk to any of these people. You're supposed to contact the Moroccan consulate. He said, well, I don't have to do that. And I was about to say, well, yes, you do. And then that's when they took me out the room. And then I got sent to jail. That's basically it. Put me on a bus. And the whole time we was in a courtroom, they kept calling me Jamal Talib Abdullah Bey. And then when I got to jail, they were like, well, in here, you're known as this. So Toby and Kuta Kente right there, right in your face. And then they try to offer me some bologna sandwiches. I was like, nah, I'm not eating none of that. They tried to offer me some water. I was like, no, I'm not drinking none of that. And they was like, where were you born? I said, Morocco.
He said, what's 1% milk?
Are you a citizen of the United States? No. They never deported me. I'm from Morocco, so send me back home. And they let me go. Well, after the Moors put up the fiat, they let me go. Oh, actually, when I was in there, they said, you know, do you want to kill yourself? I said, no, but I feel like I'm going to be assassinated in here. And then one of the so-called Jamaican guys was in there complaining about how many people that the police were locking up. Because literally, they kept bringing people in chains. I was like, oh, look, human trafficking. And they all started laughing. Then they put us in a cold-ass cell for hours. And, you know, that was it. Huh? Oh. So thank y'all for supporting. Just know that their system is collapsing. That's why they had to do what they did to us to get us to react a certain way. So no, always just be intelligent. You know, use your higher self, use that Allah in you, and see what they're trying to provoke you to do, to try to slander you, to try to discredit the movement, to try to say, oh, look, these people are terrorists and da-da-da-da-da. When we say all the time, we're not trying to overthrow no United States government. We're not trying to overthrow nobody. We're trying to reestablish our own government and protect ourselves, and that is it. That's a problem for them. Don't ask me why, but that's just a problem for them. So yeah, again, thank y'all for your support. All the Moors here, thank you.
Peace, Islam, Islam.
All the Moors, there we go. See, they here.
Um,
That's all I can say. Really, thank y'all.
how-
Defend yourself, but be wise. Be wise about it, yeah. Because don't think these people are playing, because they're not playing.
No, they don't.
Oh yeah, read the Quran. The one translated by Yusuf Abdullah Ali. Read that Quran, and you'll see exactly what we're supposed to do. So get ready. Peace. Huh? Oh well, I can't see the chat. I don't see any chat. I don't see nothing.
Swipe to the right.
Nah, nothing.
Or
I am tapping nothing. No chat.
the live chat.
Oh, nah, nothing. I put it was so-called kid friendly.
Oh, it's on YouTube?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I thought you were on Instagram.
but I put kid friendly on it.
YouTube? Oh, man.
But yeah, thank y'all for real. Thank y'all. Peace.
Peace.